ejebo. Ejanya Babidra, for the internet and Mamma Casa. Keso Ato Forson, a financial minister, and the man, my Concono Ghana, example, and never talk about the budget. About the two appointing budget, before I'm sending big budget. And this money could not answer on the barber, and almost share book free planet to say. Na the motive my next is Ghana for share any taxes I would do at say. And that and your money be so betting tax, levy any account. Never for a year budget na never about now. I'm up for be there, expect to say, I did back home make and once and taxes are be every so COVID tax, levy, betting tax in the account now. A year taxes no, a year out of what the better about so much now policy. Taxes in the brain now to say, tax backward. Mamma will be so I can once a moment to me and count a COVID tax. COVID tax no much as a COVID, before I saw a year disappointed Cuba. COVID about HM that are cry now MPP among to COVID tax limited. Ghana for a chance any this about so much tax be there good year. And no mutual COVID taxing. Now, more probably near Cassay, see a case Ato Forson the budget never to talk about or polish betting tax and the account. I didn't know when a COVID taxing and so COVID so about a job for the other. Dear, more probably near come once in my never say property. Sending to subscribe to my channel like it. Before I didn't share the comment section will come.
Been presented with part 2 of the Lamentation series. The part 1. Mr. Speaker, the part 1 was Mahamanomics. The part 2 is Forsonomics. And it's very clear, Mr. Speaker, that under the economy that they complain about, the growth was 5.7%. And under the reset economy, the growth is rather going down. You are projecting a 4 something growth. That is what you are doing. Mr. Speaker, the economy that they complain about left us with 4 months of import cover, and they are projecting under reset 3 months. Mr. Speaker, these are the very people who managed the economy up to 2016 and left us with some IPP debts. Today they are telling us that they are coming to renegotiate the very disaster they left us. Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Minority Leader, Honorable Minority
Mr. Speaker, we are not debating today. We are giving an indication.
Honorable Minority Leader, please be guided by Order 91.
Mr. Speaker, exactly so. Very, very guided by that. Mr. Speaker, I may read Order 91.
Your statement was that you are not debating today.
Oh, Mr. Speaker, we are not making comment on it. We are not going to make comment today. 91, Mr. Speaker, when he makes a statement, we are supposed to comment on it.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm saying that we are not going to engineer the comment today. Because, well, Mr. Speaker, Speaker, they are not ready. We are ready, but we think they are not ready. I'm only going to give an indication. Mr. Speaker, let the minority leader enjoy his bona fides for this minute. Just relax, Mr. Speaker.
I only want to draw your attention to the fact that you can only make comments.
Very well.
And the comments not more than 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, in commenting on this statement by the finance minister, it is clear to all of us in this chamber that today they decided to populate this chamber members only to come.
Honorable Minority Leader.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker.
The Minister for Finance did not talk about the population of the chamber. So that is not part of the statement of the minister. Please.
Mr. Speaker, I noticed that when the finance minister came to present his statement, for the first time after the inauguration, the swearing in, the majority side was heavily populated. Mr. Speaker, that notwithstanding, Mr. Speaker, we have witnessed what we can best describe as an Azan budget. Mr. Speaker, they are all much talked about for 24-hour economy. The president came here, they said it was not ready. The finance minister comes here, and again, the 24-hour economy policy is not included in his budget statement. Mr. Speaker, the youth of this country have been waiting for this 24-hour economy policy. The minister tells us the policy will be brought later. Hey, Ato, the policy will be brought later. Mr. Speaker.
Now, Mr. Speaker, as at now, the House has not determined the form the budget is going to be presented. So, Mr. Speaker, the House has to determine the form before he can present any statement. Mr. Speaker, that is my plea, that the House must determine, my application is that the House must determine the form of the budget statement before he reads the statement. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the Public Financial Management Act and its various amendments spell out clearly the budgeting process, the requirements of a budget, what must be contained in it, and etc. And that was a legislation enacted by the same Parliament. And this Parliament acts according to the prescriptions of that legislation. So if there are provisions in the standing orders that recommend that we have a form in which the budget should be presented. The provisions of the Public Financial Management Act, of course, is the parent legislation dealing with financial management and the presentation of budgets. So, Mr. Speaker, I don't think there's an issue here. Let's proceed and take the budget statement from the Minister of Finance.
Yes, Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I have listened to the application by the Member of Parliament for Tolon. I have also listened to the Leader of the House responding to the said application. The Leader of the House makes a general submission. The application was anchored on the rules of this House. A mandatory provision in Order 195, there's no mayday. It reads, for the avoidance of doubt and at the risk of being repetitive,